Well, I'm here with Jackkson, and I have to say how grateful I am that you are teaching me over a very short stay in Singapore, but you spent your time and your long practice with me, and I hope right now, of course, to bring it, to train first and then to bring it back to Poland and just pass this very, very, I would say, medical Qigong to people who either are afraid to get cancer, so it's also in a preventive way, or those who already have cancer and undergo some treatment. So if you can maybe say a few words, since you were you said you trained from 1993, so basically 30 years, and you were teaching, and also with your brother, we saw in the interviews here, the group, so the people who train regularly. So if you could share your personal view on Guolin Qigong, maybe a bit of your history, but also why you think people should do it simply.
Yeah, thanks, Yang. Okay, actually, I'm Jackkson here. I've been in this Guolin Qigong since 1993, and during that period, is actually my sister supposed to learn, and he just invite us, our family, to come over here and have a coach teach. But because my sister was pregnant, so she cannot learn. So during that period, we will have that thinking that we make sure we have monitor it, and after that we teach my sister. And because during that moment, I and my brother Jeffrey, actually we background is we are dancing background, so easily can manage to capture the step, this and that, and what the instructor told us, so we easily pick up. So at the moment we are to promote it to be an assistant and to train, help up to look after the whole group team. So that is the history that that moment till now. So we have been coaching here since almost 30 years. And also come back to the things that we understand that a lot of cancer patients that end of the day go through the treatment to therapy, end of the day it still doesn't help much. So we know that this Guolin Qigong it really works and helps a lot of cancer patients, and but we did not emphasize only this Guolin Qigong. We still combine with Western doctor, with TCM, and with this Guolin Qigong, and it really helped a lot, and we can see the improvement, and a lot of patient here, student here, and even though we have student like more than almost 20 years, and breast cancer, and is still very active now. Yeah, so but basically what we will say is a cancer is not because of what we have had yesterday or the day before. We have taken a laksa, we have taken any barbecue thing that caused, oh, today I have this sickness. It's the past 20 years, 30 years or more than that, that what our living style is, what we have been eating, and what our lifestyle is. We have a good rest at home, and we have a good environment, or usually some may easily throw temper, anger, and this all the causes that our body become acidic, and cancer love acidic body. So with this, we must understand how to change our lifestyle in order to make it balance. So with that, with Guolin Qigong, with treatment, this we will go to a more stable, and it will really change your health, and that is what our Guolin Qigong is trying to help more patients. And from here, I was very happy that Yang from Poland, he's very helpful that they want to bring this Guolin Qigong over to Poland to help more people with cancer patients. And yeah, definitely it's good, and we also know it's not easy, because this Guolin Qigong, it really have a lot of skill that to be monitor. It's not easy, but I believe with the persistence, with the wanted to help, I believe.
Yes, no, I can testify that. Well, I thought I could walk, and there were so many fine points that right now I cannot walk. I have to relearn, and what we learn in Tai Chi, what we learn in Qigong, traditional Qigong, it's a different way of moving, and therefore we have to unlearn, and we have to learn something which is good. So for someone who's coming, who never practiced maybe even Tai Chi and Qigong, it may be even sometimes easier, because he starts without, like in our cases, sometimes a few dozen years of practice. But if you were to say also what is necessary, quality of a person who wants to, I mean, of course, cancer is something very dramatic. When you learn cancer, you face usually, well, almost the death sentence. You have this feeling. So especially emotionally, it's very difficult. I see you are training in groups. I think it's the social aspect is very important. But also the people should, what you said, train for, like we had those few cases, 4 hours, 5 hours a day. And that's what we find sometimes in Poland. It's difficult to have people doing regularly. So what would you say, what are the critical success factors, if the saying is, in this practice of Guolin Qigong, that actually it will bring real health benefits?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Singapore, don't say the Western, in Singapore, Asia is still facing the same thing, especially Singapore in a very fast speed living style. It's difficult to ask a person, you know, just quit their job, you know, at home and practice it 3 hours, 5 hours a day. You totally can't work. You have to quit your job. So in terms of this type of scenario, it's difficult to ask them to. But if we put reverse that way, if you don't have the life, you give up. So what you have is zero. So what we mentioned earlier, our life is one. Whatever zero, you have houses, car, how many $1 million in bank, is all the zero. But without the one, without the health, what the zero is zero. So what we emphasize, you have to get back your health first. So it doesn't mean that, oh, you have to quit your job for life. No, you maybe quit for this period and you fully concentrate on this Qigong. And after a period, you feel that recovery, then you slowly can go back to your working life. See? So this is what we usually let the patient understand, that no, but you have to concentrate during this moment. You have to have a certain hours minimum in order to benefit this Qigong. Then you can go further.
So here we are talking about someone who already has a cancer, but if we just act preventively, so what would you recommend in terms of time duration of work? Let's say, you know, people who are healthy, but, you know, they would like to do it in a preventive way, to just get more oxygen into their body, to diminish acidicity, etc. So how much time? Is 50 minutes, 1 hour is enough per day? Because it has to be regular, I understand.
Okay, obviously, if let's say it's a cancer patient, this Guolin Qigong can really help change their health. How about the healthy people and live normal life? You know, obviously they can really benefit on this Qigong as well. So if let's say they are you know working lifestyle, you can have basically a half an hour, an hour period of, you know, morning time, quality time, and walking Qigong if this Guolin Qigong. So obviously we can, in terms of ongoing every day without fear, so you will benefit in a very short period, and just half an hour or an hour is more than enough.
Okay, well, Jackkson, so once again, thanks a lot. We hope certainly come back to Singapore to train, but maybe one day you can also come to Poland and share and spend some time, see our country, which probably is very often on the first pages of the news because of the war in Ukraine, etc. But you know, the country is still safe. It's great, and I hope also to show you what we will do in Poland in this area, so that you can continue coaching. And I will be once again. I'm very, very grateful for your time and experience that you share in such a nice way with us.
Okay,
thank you very much.